Every year, I try to spend a day or two on the water by myself. It brings back a lot of great memories from when I learned the fishing game. Much of my youth was spent on the water by myself, poling boats around flats. Whenever I get a chance to do it in modern times, it just kind of brings back a lot of great memories of how I learned the fishing game and the days I spent out there on the water by myself. It's me and what God gave us. I take it all in. And it seems when you're out there by yourself, not talking to someone, not having conversation, it's just a different experience.
All right, see if we can't find a fish. Got some tough light.
I'm making it about as hard as you can make it. I've always enjoyed challenges, and I think poling yourself with a fly rod between your legs and having to do the transfer on a really sneaky manner from the push pole to the rod and make a delicate cast, and the cast has got to end up in this little area of awareness where the fish is never going to see the fly or nor bite it. There's a lot of stuff going on there that's got to happen right. I enjoy the challenge of tasking myself to do that because it's how I learned this game.
This actually doesn't look too bad. A little stretch of clear water here. Might see one. There we go. Oh, dang it, he came off. There's another one. Well, see if I can keep this one on. That was so much fun. There's a couple fish just tailing there. Dang, this sucker's running.
I'm not just a guide that can find fish for my anglers. I'm a guide that can find them fish and then teach them how to catch them. And I think that's what really separates a great guide from a good guide.
You know, 40 years ago, before I was guiding, I was just a kid. My dad would drop me off at the boat ramp on his way to work. I was 12, 13 years old, and I'd spend hours poling around out here. After I caught a few fish, and it was more about learning where the fish lived, so I would just come out and pole flats forever. I got kind of used to fishing by myself because I didn't have to entertain anybody, so it was more about a learning curve for me. It's not the easiest thing to be out here by yourself and pole yourself and then switch the pole over to the rod. And you know, you miss opportunities because of that, but it's still a lot of fun, and every year I try to do it again, just to kind of remember those early days. Dang, that's a nice redfish. I made a swap to smaller one on the first hook set for a bigger one. Oh yeah, that'll work. I'll take that. Boy, garbage that fly. That's another cool thing about fly fishing is if you really get into it and you tie your own flies and you make your own leaders, and some guys even make their own rods. I don't do that, but it's kind of cool to catch a fish on a fly that you tied, sight fishing. Thank you, buddy. That was fun. There he goes. Well, damn. I did this about a year ago. It wasn't any less fun this time. That was fun. See if we can do that again. One of the keys to sight fishing like this, especially when you're by yourself, regardless though, whether you're with a friend or what have you, you gotta be super stealthy. When you get in a bathtub, the water rises because of the displacement. Same thing happens around the boat. If you start rocking the boat, if you're poling too fast, All those things will send that displacement ring further away from the boat and will spook the fish. So what I've found, kind of a system, when I'm fishing by myself, fly rod, I have my line stripped down in the cockpit so the wind doesn't blow it over the side. I prefer to pole from the bow because of the balance of the boat. If I was poling from the stern, because of the weight of the motor and me back there, the boat would be squatting. Once I see a fish, you can't make a sudden movement. So everything's got to happen real smooth. I may shove the pole, I'm slowly stopping the boat as I'm making the transition to my rod hand, then I begin my cast. Notice the boat never really rocked or anything, and that's a key, especially when you're close to these fish, to not spook them. Takes a little while to get used to the system, but once you figure it out, it's pretty deadly. There's a fish right there. There we go. Turn it back at me. We did a crazy Ivan on me. And this water's a little off color. The redfish has an area of awareness that's literally about that big. And it really requires you to get that fly or lure or whatever you're fishing with right in that little window where they'll never see it. The good thing about the dirty water is they're not real spooky. They allow you to get pretty close to them most of the time. As long as you go slow, don't go too fast. Another good fish. Come on, buddy. Not done yet. There we go. Hell yeah. Been fishing 20 minutes, had a couple shots, caught a couple redfish. There we go.
Got a great couple of hours of fishing in, and I started thinking about the old times. I started thinking about the guys I did learn the fishing game with, besides the times I went by myself. And my good buddy Paul Tejera, he's been a 37-year veteran guide. He and I have been roommates throughout the years at different times. We were competing against each other in all the tarpon tournaments. He's been more like a brother than a friend. I thought of just calling him up and seeing if he was available, just to see if he wanted to spend a little time together and kind of reminisce about the old days.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Paulie, how you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you?
You fishing?
I'm fishing, man. I'm out here offshore, going on some yellowtail, and we're getting cut off by a bunch of stuff. It's crazy.
I got you. It's a pretty day. I'm back here close to the park. Kind of got a late start, but man, a pile of redfish around. I didn't know what you were doing the next couple days.
Oh, man, let's go get them.
You available tomorrow?
I'll make it available for sure.
All right. Pile of tailing redfish. I think it'll be fun. I was back here by myself just doing it solo, but I think it'd be more fun with a buddy.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great. And I'm just hooked up right now on the bottom.
All right, buddy, I'll let you go. I know you're busy. Thanks. Nothing's safe now.
When I met Rob, as a teenager in high school, his dad had a garage where we all worked on our boats. Met Rob, and instantly you could feel how much he already knew at 16 years old, and he had been fishing with some great guides and just hit it off. Became best friends almost right away.
A few little busts over there. Yeah? You think a little gurgler or a streamer?
Yeah. It'll be more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
There's one.
Yeah.
Medium.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Paul.
Yep.
Good. Pop, 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 pop.
You missed it.
Cool bite.
It was a cool bite.
So important, man. Besides coming in here quiet, once you get in amongst them, to not move around, you know, not move the boat too fast. It's hard sometimes to be patient because you see one show 100 yards over there, but you know there's fish between you and there.
Right.
And if you just go running over there to that other fish, you blow the whole place because those fish start spooking and it's like a domino effect.
Yeah.
What's that push there?
By the way, this hook is super sharp. It's already poked me 3 times.
Good.
I'm bleeding.
Good luck.
You pulled on it.
There's a fish right there, some kind.
Yeah.
Right there. Yep.
Oh. Guess not.
It was a fleeing Hail Mary.
You showed me. Maybe you can bring the school back.
Yeah. That was cool, man. I looked up, they were all lined up there, mudding.
Yeah. I'll give you a quick release on that one.
Perfect. He's got a pink mustache right now. Oh, look at this shark. Look at this shark. Okay, you're okay. You're okay. But just keep an eye on him.
Light tip.
Boy, he was coming. That's crazy how fast that happened. I don't know if that was the distress or if he could smell that or...
Yeah,
I mean, he was coming.
Felt it.
Yeah, he was coming. Probably from all the thrashing.
All right, bub.
Thanks, bro.
Good job. Let's steal one. Good.
The day with Paul is starting to work out. You know, we're starting to see some redfish, just like the day before. They were in the same areas, the tide was rolling in good. They were acting a little spookier than they seemed to be the day before when I went by myself. Paul was making great casts, making great presentations. These fish would run up and either eat the fly and miss it, or just blow off the fly right at the last second and not commit.
Right there. Yep. Oh, damn.
The water's starting to get really high. The fish are getting hard to see. The weather's moving in. There's some storms building up over the coastline, some bad lightning in it. We decided to run back towards Islamorada and see if we couldn't catch a bonefish or a permit. Bonefish and permit are a lot spookier fish. You gotta be a lot stealthier. These are pretty calm conditions, but it looked like we had sunlight over that way, and it was probably our best option.
Yeah, there you go, bud.
Bonefish, baby.
Nice fish.
Doubling back on me. There we go. Pretty hard not to get one in that group. It's a big bunch of fish. Hey, you and I figured out a long time ago, you gotta be prepared for every scenario. We got giant permit, we got big tarpon, we got redfish, we got snook, we got everything.
will be glad to put my hands on that boat.
I will be glad to have you do that.
Sir, nice job. Nice job. Boy, that's the first bonefish you and I have caught together in a long, long time.
Years. Years, we just haven't done it.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're pretty slippery.
See that leapy bit?
Yeah. With a little Tahara help.
Here you go, bud.
Yeah, awesome. There we go. Just watch that line there. There you go, you're good, you're clear.
Yep, too late. There he goes.
Thank you, Bonefish. Thank you, bro. That was fun.
Brother, that's the way to do it.
This is a great permit flat you got me on.
You gotta be ready.
If you haven't already, go to my website, theseahuntertv.com. You can watch past episodes, shop apparel, book a fishing charter with the Seahunter Fishing Group, and watch some behind the scenes. I wouldn't think they'd be up shallower in these conditions. Eat that. Come on, eat that. Oh. I don't know, bro. Go ahead. Drop it. Oh, damn, I thought he was coming back to it. See if I can get you back up there. I was just expecting to see him spin on it, you know?
Catching a bonefish for a permit here in the Keys is not about how many you catch. It's more about the quality of the fish you're catching. And to catch a bonefish for a permit, especially on a fly rod, is kind of a lifetime fish for some people that aren't here like we are every day.
Coming, bro, at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. A little bit left, there. 60 feet. Coming straight at you. Good. Coming right to you. Good job, bro.
Yeah, baby, great call. Great call.
That's a big fish. You played that perfect in these calm conditions, man.
What a call on that one.
Good job.
He was coming in hot.
He was. He's hunting.
You pulled 2 miles today.
I think I pulled 2 miles on this flat. It's such a good feeling when you make that cast and you feel that little thump.
Had him kicking.
Yeah. No, I saw him. It's like he smelled it and he lost it or something.
Crab was sinking.
Right. How much lines you got out on you?
Oh, a couple hundred yards.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to crank up and idle over there.
Yeah, we might have to.
We worked hard enough. Let's not screw around and lose them. I'm just gonna go nice and easy, let you get some line back.
Yep.
I'm glad you hooked that fish. It feels good to sit down for a minute. I was getting a little
break.
I did.
Oh, he's big, bud.
No, I saw him when he took off. He's real big.
Oh, yeah. That fish was coming in hot.
Yeah.
Hot and high.
Is he acting like he's getting tired yet?
No.
I didn't think so.
The payoff.
You know what? When you just permit fishing, you got to expect to not see a lot of fish, man. It's about perseverance. There are those days that it's great and you get a lot of shots, but most of the days it's a grind. And you just got to make the shots count. You've caught a lot of permit, but for a lot of folks, that'd be a fish of a lifetime right there. That looks good. Try to keep his head up. He's probably not ready yet, but man, he's hooked barely. That's right, that's it.
Okay, one more little one. I got him clear.
Oh. Woo, baby! Look at that bitch.
Oh my God.
That's a permit, bro.
Thanks, brother.
That's a permit.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. God.
Bro, I was holding my breath the whole time, bro.
Man, all I thought about is how many of those oh moments you have.
Yep.
Right? Like, oh no, we got off. Nope.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's awesome.
We've caught fish as big as that, and we've caught fish on fly, let's say bigger than that, but we haven't done it recently, and we don't get a chance to do it very often, so everything's kind of special these days, you know.
There you go, bro. That was some good shit. Perseverance.
That's a good call on that fish. Man. Calling him in from out there.
Yeah.
He was hauling ass in here.
Yep. That all worked out. Good cast.
I think one of the cool aspects about catching a great fish, it's a pillar, it's a moment that you guys shared together that you'll never forget. And I find that with family members, when I take them fishing, there's nothing like that time spent together, but when you catch a great fish, it's just this added pillar to the experience that you'll always fall back on. Hey, you remember when you caught that giant permit when we were fishing together that time? And that's one of the cool things about the sport, I think, hunting and fishing. You have these pillar moments that connect you and someone else with a memory you'll never forget.